Welcome to Corporate Golf Magazine. We're going to today give you a nice beginner's tip on how to get a functional grip. Now, why a functional grip? A functional grip has a purpose, and most people aren't taught the purpose of the grip, and the purpose of the grip is to move the end of the club properly. And we want to try and get club head speed, we want to try and get the club head going in the direction of the target. So we want to give you a really nice grip that's going to help you move the club head really, really well. Okay, now, there's a couple of good ways to try and get this. But before we get there, I just want to show you what happens normally. Normally people will get a grip and they're told to get 2 knuckles, they're told to get the V's pointing to the right shoulder, and then their focus becomes purely on the grip. And everybody's hand is also very different, so we want to try and get you a grip that's going to feel nice and you're going to be able to get quite easily. And so the first way to do that is, if I take the club sideways here, if I've got a strong grip in my left hand, and I put my right hand over here, I can't move this very much up and down. I can only move it to a certain point. If I've got a weak grip, the same thing applies. I can only move this a certain amount up and down. Now what we want is we want leverage here. We want to be able to get this moving nicely. So when I put my hand in the right place, which only I can find, when I put my hand here and I lift this, I can move this very nicely up and down. I've got quite a lot of play here up and down. Now I'm going to do it with the right hand as well. So when I stand here, strong grip, put this hand here, I can only move this a certain amount. When I go weak, I definitely can't move this very much. I can only go to about here. When I put in the right hand in the right place, I can move this really nicely. Then what I do is I take both hands, find those positions on both hands, and see if I can move the club up and down very nicely. Okay, now another way to also check it is we turn the club around. What I'm going to do here is put this in my fingers, because it doesn't feel good in my hand. Put it in my fingers. Now I've got a counterbalance here. Now I'm going to move the end here, round in a circle. So now my arm's got a feeling of how to move this. Okay. Swap hands. Can I do the same thing? Yeah. Now why we do this is if you were taking a hammer, if I put this in my hand, I would only be able to move the hammer, the whole thing. Now what I want to do is put it in a position where I can move the hammer head. Okay, because that's the only thing I'm focusing on. So, to get a functional grip, we've got 2 ways to do it. We're going to get you into a nice situation where your grip's going to be very comfortable, but it's got a purpose. It can move the end anywhere you want. Now in the golf swing, the club moves sideways and it moves vertically. So this is a great tip for you to get a feel and get the ideal grip for yourself. Get you moving the club head properly, getting more speed, getting more direction, and you're going to enjoy your golf a lot more. So try this tip at home.